Niraj Doshi. I'm principal of the firm called Niraj Doshi Design Consultancy. We call ourselves design consultancy because we believe in different disciplines of design also. So this small office space is nothing but our studio. Because of being our own project, we had all the liberties to do whatever we want. But at the same time, being your own project, you have so many ideas that it's difficult to really point down on something and really get it done. So in a way, in the process, it kind of defined us as a firm. So initially, where we have made our studio and we made ourselves at home is a 1.5 bedroom apartment in the center of Pune, which is called as Narayanpet. The best part of this apartment was it had a terrace which was north facing, so that was great capital. We really tried to play around with this balance of work and play in the office through our design. So we have this nice informal space which is developed on the terrace area, and this nice formal space which is developed inside area. So when somebody enters in the office, they're actually entering into the outdoor space or on the terrace, and they experience this terrace, its rustic nature, its informalness, meet the staff, hang out there, and then they are guided into this formal space where I have my meetings with the clients or the contractors or the team meetings kind of thing. So the outdoor space, which is a beautiful large terrace, which is fortunately north facing, so there's not much radiation coming in, is in a way divided into 3 spaces. The center space being a area of sofa, which is again, a sofa is not completely formal but it's slightly informal, so you can sit on it cross-legged or formally also, which is there for people to wait, for the clients or contractors, anybody who comes in, for them to wait. Then there are one space where there is a large table where all the staff, not more than 6 or 7 architects or designers who sit around that table. And then there is one more round table which is basically made for discussions with the clients or contractors who come into the space. So these 3 spaces in a way together becomes our outdoor studio. People sit, have their teas, coffees. When the clients are not there, designers can sit with their laptops on the sofa in the central space or on the round table. So it's got complete flexibility in terms of how to use the space. Material wise, that whole space is made out of a lot of recycled materials which we collected throughout our journey into the design, through our old projects, through the family collected things like there is one nice wooden desk which was used by my grandfather. It's got a lot of sustainability features also. Being outdoor space, we could achieve a nice solar panels on the top, so which is taking care of the whole electricity requirement of our office. The ceiling of that roof is made out of jute, and it's not only aesthetically pleasing with its rustic look, but when we start our mists on the terrace, all this moisture is nicely absorbed by this jute material, and it kind of reduces the temperature of the whole space by almost 6 to 7 degrees. So when you enter the indoor space, you are welcomed by this beautiful table which sits like a hero in the center of the space, which is almost like mushrooms out of the flooring material. And this is one of our furniture items which are designed in our Philips series. And that table is kind of it's elliptical table, so that becomes the main table for the discussion for everyone to come and join. So it's not kind of a segregation of person who sits behind a desk and then clients or contractor sits in front of the desk. So it's kind of a circular table, so whenever people sit around it, they are equal, a part of a team kind of thing. So it changes the philosophy and the way you work together. Otherwise, material-wise, the space is again divided into 2 two sectors where one space where there is table is all cladded with these pivoted panels. They are nicely Duco finish with the metal fixed on them, so you can pin up whatever you want for the presentations on top of them. And then the other space which you can see behind me, we have used very cheap and cheerful material, kind of a MDF as a cladding material, where we normally use expensive veneers. And once the polishes is done nicely, it almost gives you a nice solid look. So it kind of gives you a insight into to make space beautiful. You don't always have to use expensive materials. You can make space beautiful through using cheaper materials also, or recycled materials also. The internal space, it really dwells onto this lot of small transformations which happens inside. So all these panels that we've talked about, they are pivotal hinges. So all those panels can open, and we can have a lot more pin-up area behind it. So when there is a presentation, you can show that, and when the client leaves, you can close all the panels, and the next person comes in, he doesn't know what's there, or it's kind of in 5 seconds you can hide all those presentation panels behind those panels. So that transformation plays a huge role. There's one more small transformation in the cubicle, is my private space, which is kind of a small nook with a drawing table where I do my sketching and writing and things like that. So it's messy. So when somebody comes in, it's got a nice panel which you close off, and it just disappears. So it's like these kind of transformations becomes a very important part of this main space. To sum up, NDDC's office effectively combines informal and formal spaces in the office environment, which in a way increases your efficiency on a daily basis. That's the best output interior design can have on human behavior. So we are kind of happy that that's working out. Thank you very much.